When I was young, people called me stubborn. Yeah, they called me stubborn, but it never bothered me. I never saw it as something bad, something negative, because all I wanted was just education and a better life for myself. I've seen the kind of background I came from, and I wanted something better for myself. So I wanted to pursue my dreams no matter what, no matter the obstacles. Like, I did not allow anything whatsoever or anyone to stand in the way of me achieving my goals and achieving my dreams. My childhood story isn't over yet. In fact, it's just beginning to get more interesting. Yeah, someone who I deeply respect, who has been following my childhood story, kept asking me where my mom was during the toughest moment of my life. The first time I met my mother was the day she came to visit me after I had started living with my brother. I was in the room when she walked in. The moment I saw her, I knew she was my mother. She looked at me with so much emotions. I could remember. And that feeling of seeing your mother for the first time. We kept staring at each other, we embraced, and couldn't say much to each other. We're just a quiet step. After a while, she prepared to leave, but before she left, she handed me a Bible. It was a student Bible. They call it missionary Bible, those small Bible. She handed it over to me, and in my mind, I was wondering that why would she give me a Bible, as a gift after so many years of not being present in my life? I expected something different. I didn't know the importance of that gift until years later. After that visit, my brother arranged for me to go stay with her so we could bond. And being the only girl among three boys, they thought it's best I go stay with my mother. But I wasn't told until the day I was to leave. And I can't describe how I felt. It was just a mixed emotions, going to stay with my mother, and at the same time, she felt like a stranger, going to live with a stranger. My mother is a simple woman, deeply committed to God, and we lived for a while until we started having misunderstanding. Remember, I told you earlier that I was very stubborn. We started having misunderstanding because she told me to stop schooling and go learn tailoring because what she makes wasn't enough for her to keep supporting me in school. But I did not agree to that. So I packed my things and left the house, not even knowing where to go. I didn't want to go to my brother's house because we have agreed I should be going back and forth between homes. And yes, I was stubborn, like very stubborn because I had dreams. I didn't want to be a tailor at that time. I wanted something better for myself. I wanted education. So I wanted to go for it at all costs. And even though somehow, life still brought me back to that skill. And because I did not have anywhere else to go, I had to go to my brother's house. But unfortunately, when I got there, it was not home. The door was locked. So I turned back to go to my mom's house. I got to the house. I could not go in. I turned back again, to go and see if my brother was back. And this place I'm talking about is far. Like, it's far, very far, like about 10 to 12 kilometers. I had to walk, I had to walk in between in those routes. So on my way to my brother's house, I stopped at a very large uncompleted church. Early in the morning, I heard footsteps and I woke up. I looked and all I could see was a lamp and a shadow of someone walking towards the altar. And in fear, I greeted, and a female voice answered me. And she started walking towards me. And when she was coming closer, I saw that she is a woman, middle-aged woman. And when she saw that I was young, she saw my bag beside me. She just screamed, "Who are you? What are you doing here? Where are your parents?" Before I could answer one question, she asked another question and my voice was just trembling. I could not even say anything properly. So she asked if I had come for the early morning prayer. I said no. So she became more concerned and she told me to move my bag to one side because she needed to clean the church because the church is about to start 6 a.m. morning prayer. She had come to church early to get it ready for the morning service. So she asked me to wait after service and see her. So when the service was over, she came to me to remind me that I need to wait for her. So I waited for her. When she was done, she came to me, started asking me questions about why I chose to sleep in an uncompleted building, where are my parents, where am I from, blah, 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 da, da, da. She asked me so many questions and I explained everything to her. So she asked me if I would love to stay with her and continue schooling? And I said yes. And her house to my school then was about 7 kilometers compared to my mom's house that was 12 kilometers away. More importantly, that time I didn't even want to live with any stranger, considering everything I've gone through, all my past experiences. But with her, it was different. Like, she was gentle, she was peaceful, she was kind. So I felt safe. So she invited my mom over and my brother, and she asked for permission for me to stay with her. And without hesitation, they agreed, and I started living with her. And you know what? Sometimes the angels God sends to us to rescue us when we find ourselves in our most vulnerable moment comes in human form. Up until today, I remain grateful to her for everything she did for me. In the short moment that I lived with her, she never mistreated me, not for a day. She was a mother in every sense. A true Christian woman who showed me love, safety, and stability when I needed it most. Looking back now, I realize that some rescues does not come with noise or a dramatic miracle. Sometimes God just sends the right person at the right time. And to her, I'll forever be grateful. So, mommy, if you come across this video, you know I'm talking about you. Thank you for everything you did for me. I am so, so grateful. Thank you for allowing God to use you. If you are watching this video, never underestimate kindness. You might be the answer to someone's survival, healing, and hope. Let God use you.